Hello, folks. Welcome to my channel, Rico's Paradigm. Today, I want to talk about why you don't typically see Filipino men dating Western women. I know it happens, but it's not something you typically see in general. Remembering that the outliers doesn't make the rules. Numerous factors such as culture, society, and individual preferences impact relationship dynamics and dating preferences. It's true that dating patterns between Filipino men and Western women are less common than those between Filipino women and Western men. Filipino men may not usually date Western women due to a variety of cultural, historical, and social factors. Recognizing that there are exceptions and that individual experiences can differ greatly, let's examine these factors in more detail. Number one, cultural differences. People's romantic preferences are significantly shaped by cultural norms and values. The Philippines, a Catholic nation with a large Asian population, places a strong emphasis on modesty, respect, and traditional family values. These ideals, which may be very different from Western values that place a higher value on individualism, independence, and occasionally more liberal notions of gender roles and relationships, are frequently instilled in Filipino men during their upbringing. Some Filipino men may view Western women as too forward because they are more independent or assertive than Filipinas, particularly for men who have grown up in a more traditional, patriarchal setting. This could cause unease or a perceived conflict in gender dynamics. Additionally, Filipino men are expected to play traditionally male dominant roles in their culture, which may not align with Western women's higher expectations for equality in relationships. Number two, communication barriers. Another barrier may be language and communication preferences. Despite the fact that English is widely spoken in the Philippines, miscommunications or a sense of disconnection may arise due to cultural differences and communication styles between Filipino men and Western women. In contrast to the more direct communication style that is common in many Western cultures, Filipino men typically prefer to communicate indirectly and take a more reserved or courteous approach. Additionally, there may be differences in humor, nonverbal clues, and affectional expressions. Direct conflict or disagreement is generally avoided in Filipino culture, and emotional expression is frequently more restrained. Western women, on the other hand, might be more outspoken about their feelings and anticipate that their partners will follow suit. A relationship may suffer as a result of these disparities in communication and emotional expression. Number three, social and economic status. Dating preferences may also be influenced by differences in social, economic standing and economic expectations between Filipino men and Western women. In contrast to their Western counterparts, many Filipino men come from modest or lower income backgrounds, and the Philippines is a developing nation. Western women who frequently hail from West, West wealthier cultures may have different expectations in terms of social opportunities, lifestyle, and financial security. Filipino men may feel intimidated by or inadequate for the financial independence or higher social standing of Western women, in contrast to Filipino women who may view relationships with Western men as a chance to experience a different lifestyle or improve their economic standing. This discrepancy may discourage Filipino men from pursuing relationships with Western women by creating feelings of insecurity or pressure to live up to different economic expectations. Number four, media influence and stereotypes. Perceptions of relationships between Filipino men and Western women are also influenced by stereotypes and media representations. Asian men are frequently portrayed in Western media, in particular, as less attractive or manly than their Western counterparts. Because they may have internalized these media driven standards of beauty, Filipino men may feel less confident when dating Western women as a result of this negative stereotyping. However, the pairing of Asian women with Western men is frequently romanticized by the international media, which presents these partnerships as exotic or culturally desirable. It is difficult to normalize or celebrate the opposite, Filipino men dating Western women, because of this biased portrayal. The perception that these parents are uncommon or socially unusual is further reinforced by the lack of visibility of such relationships in the mainstream media. Number five, gender expectations and patriarchal norms. Patriarchy has a big impact on traditional gender roles in the Philippines, where men are supposed to be the breadwinners, guardians, and heads of their households. Western women, who frequently place a higher value on independence and equality in their relationships, might not feel as at ease dating Filipino men who fit these roles. Many Filipino men may seek a partner who possesses the nurturing, submissive, and family oriented traits that women are expected to have in Filipino culture. These conventional expectations may be questioned by Western women who are typically more assertive and career focused, which could result in a misalignment of values and relationship dynamics. Furthermore, because Western women may have different expectations regarding decision making and responsibilities in a partnership, Filipino men may feel that their masculinity or authority is being challenged in these relationships. Filipino men may feel uneasy about this perceived loss of control or traditional male dominance, which discourages them from pursuing relationships with Western women. Number six, social and family pressure. For many Filipinos, family is very important, and the influence of parents frequently extends to the selection of romantic partners. Filipino families may favor their sons dating and marrying Filipinas or other Asian women who share the same cultural values, language, and customs, especially those in more traditional settings. Relationships with Western women may face some degree of social or familial disapproval, particularly if these are worries about religious or lifestyle differences or the inability to fit in with Filipino family life. The close knit family oriented lifestyle that is common in the Philippines, where extended families frequently live together or maintain close relationships, may also be perceived as being less likely to be exhibited by Western women. Because of the potential for conflict or miscommunication with their families and communities, this cultural gap may deter Filipino men from dating Western women. Number seven, Filipino women's allure to Western men. The high demand for Filipino women by Western men may be one of the reasons why Filipino men may not date Western women very often. Because Western men are more likely to pursue relationships with Filipinas, this creates a situation where many Filipino men date within their own culture. While Filipino men may have fewer opportunities to engage with or attract Western women, Filipino women are attractive to Western men due to their perceived beauty, family values, and nurturing traits. Because their own dating pool is still strong and culturally compatible, Filipino men may feel less motivated to pursue relationships with Western women due to the high demand for Filipino women among Western men. Number eight, different expectations in romantic relationships. Filipino men and Western women may also have different romantic expectations and dating customs. In the Philippines, courtship, respect, and family involvement are valued, and relationships frequently develop gradually. Depending on their upbringing and individual preferences, Western women may approach dating more directly and independently than Filipino men, who tend to favor more traditional and conservative approaches. Filipino men might anticipate that in a relationship, the man will assume a leadership role or initiate contact, among other gender roles. However, Western women might favor more equal or even unconventional roles in the partnership, which could cause expectations to clash. In summary, cultural differences, communication barriers, economic disparities, traditional gender expectations, societal pressure, and media influence are just a few of the many reasons why Filipino men generally avoid dating Western women. Western women may have different expectations and relationships that do not fit with Filipino men's upbringing and social norms, while Filipino men may feel more at ease dating with their own culture because of shared values, beliefs, and familial expectations. Even though these variables offer some insight, it's crucial to remember that each relationship is different and that generalizations are never always accurate. Filipino men and Western women can have successful relationships as long as both parties are prepared to overcome cultural differences and accept one another's uniqueness. All right, folks, that is all for today's show. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, Have a good day.